Sorry. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will be once again continuing with more of Survivor's Guild. We have finally reached the very first trial. So I'm pretty curious as to how the trials and executions work in this game compared to Live or Die. Should probably mention that I'm having slight internet issues in the last couple days. It's been just disconnecting me constantly, so if the stream ends up suddenly disconnecting, you'll know why. And I guess the last thing is that I most likely will not be able to stream Thursday, because again, it's calling for bad weather. Anyway, let's see how this works. And I do believe Gumi is being a temporary protagonist. Okay. At least for this trial. I don't know how long that'll last. As in, like, when Rui will end up taking over as head of the trial. Okay, let's see. Trial start, here we go. Hopefully it's loud enough. Feels quiet. Okay. Let's begin with a basic explanation of a trial. But we all know this shit. Oh, still, protocol must be followed. During the trial, you will present your arguments about the murder and vote for the culprit. Your votes will decide this trial's outcome. If you correctly identify the culprit, only they will get punished, but if you make a wrong choice, everyone else will get punished and the culprit will get to leave. So everything's the same as the way it's always been, right? Yes. Oh, and of course, I don't need to clarify that, but by punished, I mean executed. That much was obvious. Of course, like usual, it was definitely one of us that committed the murder, right? No third parties, attacks by the mascot. Obviously, otherwise the trial wouldn't work. I didn't touch anyone, I swear on my circuits. The mascot never committed a murder, so I think we could skip this possibility. So there's only 15 options, right? Not that bad. There's also no chance of there being two culprits, right? I would have told you if that was the case, where accomplices were allowed. For now, only one person can murder someone and leave. Okay, so that sounds like that's going to be a later motive, perhaps. So there's no reason for anyone to help the killer unless they want to die. All is clear. This is a standard first trial. And I assume it's possible that the culprit may confess, right? Are you serious? I just wanted to be sure. If the killer wanted to confess, they would have already done it. There's no easy way out. We have to do it properly. Right. We have to find the truth, right? Indeed. Our path is set. Let's begin the discussion. Alright, what to discuss first? There's no place for hesitation. I must lead this trial to a successful conclusion. Let's do this. Oh, tutorial time. Hey, you're about to take part in your very first non-stop debate. Non-stop debate is the most basic part of a trial. Basically, other people will state their arguments while you have to look for their weak points. Every statement has a weak point, which is highlighted in yellow. Oh, however, each of the statements has only one lie or mistake that you have to identify. Okay, no, that's standard. If you think something is wrong with a statement, just choose to dispute that claim. And then you have to pick which of the truth bullets contradicts that claim. And just like that, your rebuttal is complete. You could go through the statements an infinite amount of times. There is no penalty. However, make sure you pick the right statement and the correct truth bullet. Otherwise, you'll lose an HP. You will start the trial with 7 HP. Some actions will recover them, but the number will never go above 7. And if you lose all HP, well, it's game over, man. And then you will have to start from your last save, which you don't want to do. So be careful, okay? I'll come back later for more tutorials. Good luck. Alright, let's see how it works. Okay. The victim in this case is Shoma, right? He was killed in the TV room. Oh, that's wrong. And we don't know the murder weapon yet. Do we? Maybe we'll have some perfect evidence that will solve the case just like that. Okay, so it's the third statement that's incorrect. I have to think about this again. Which truth bullet? Okay, the nail in the neck.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, we get a bit of voice acting. No, we already know the murder weapon. It was the nail. Ah, you're right. I must have missed it. Thanks, Gumi. Takeshi, are you an idiot? Stop. What? How on earth did you miss that nail? Are you blind or something? To be fair, we did say that not everyone has to investigate personally. Yeah, so there wouldn't be too much chaos. You don't have to investigate to know that. The nail is literally sticking out of his neck. Yeah, I didn't investigate, but I knew that. Try to be less dense, Takeshi. Sorry. Oh. Well, at least we were able to discuss that point and reach a conclusion. So the trial can move forward. Indeed, we already know that someone murdered Shoma by sticking this nail through his neck. It was a deadly wound. And there were no other wounds on his body that could have killed him. Seems like a rather obvious case. Well, there always is a possibility that he was stabbed with something else, and then the culprit replaced the murder weapon with this nail. Probably not. I guess no. Why the hell would someone do this? Maybe to confuse us? I don't see how this would benefit them. If it happens, it would... I think this says implicate Hayato. He's the only one weird enough to do something like that. Okay, so... no, I will get caught. Please stop with the comedy. This is a murder trial. Yeah, our friend just died. I don't think Hayato cares about that. Ugh. Indeed I don't, but I still need to contribute to the trial. How are you planning to contribute, asshat? By providing important information. You see, I know who wanted to kill Shoma. Right, he's gonna mention Rui. You do? Go on. Of course it was. Wait for it. Rui. Rui? Me? Yeah, you. The plot thickens! You're referring to the argument that you talked about earlier, right? Yes, it wasn't just a common argument. They were really going at each other. For a moment, I thought they would kill each other or something. You're totally exaggerating. But you confirmed that you had an argument with Shoma. Yeah, that was like our last conversation with him before he passed. Yeah, but... When was it? Yesterday, before I went to bed. So the night right before the murder. Interesting. Oh, come on. This has nothing to do with the case. Sadly, Rui, that's not up to you to decide this. So Rui might have wanted to kill Shoma. He surely didn't look like it. Yeah, those two were friends. Not like besties, but they still liked each other's company. In this type of game, all friendships can be discarded, though. That's true, but it's so horrifying. Which means we cannot take their friendship as evidence proving that he didn't do it. But could Rui really have done that? Right, so... It is a fact that Rui argued with Shoma the night before the murder. There must have been some bad blood between them. It's not like Rui couldn't have used a nail, right? Yes, and he could have gone to the TV room when Shoma died. I always thought that Danganronpa fans are suspicious. I actually don't know which one's wrong. But we'll see. Okay, that's... Is it the no signs of struggle?
No, that's wrong.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Okay, I see what she says. It could not be Rui because he kind of bumped into Kazuki arguing with, or bullying with Mamoru again. I get it now.
No, that's wrong.
I probably just misread shit. The usual. Unfortunately, I believe Rui could not have gone to the TV room to kill Shoma. Unfortunately? And Kazuki, you should be the first one to confirm it. Me? Interesting. After all, you were the one who told us that Rui interrupted your meeting with Mamoru at around 10:30. That's true. And what was the time of death for Shoma? Right, 10:30 as well. Okay, so their argument took place when he died. So Ruri couldn't have been together with Shoma when he died. I see. So I'm innocent? I'm innocent. For now. Whew, that's a relief. I still think he's suspicious. Of course. What's also important is that this piece of evidence doesn't just give an alibi to Rui. Kazuki and Mamoru couldn't have done it either. So what else did it do? It does the same to Kazuki and Mamoru, since the three of them were together at the time. That's good to hear. Right, so none of them were able to do it. Which is interesting, since Mamoru was acting super suspicious today. Even more than Rui, I'd say. So we can safely assume that none of them are the culprits. Unless we could come up with a way for the killer to murder the victim without physically being with him. I don't think that happened. You realize that such an opinion would remove your own alibi, right? Option, not opinion. I'm not hiding. I'm going for a complete victory in this trial. That's good. We all need to move forward. Yeah, but so far we've got nothing. We've just started, dude. Maybe we could talk more about what was used to kill him. It was that nail, right? We already established that. The nail is the obvious cause of death. It literally sticks out from his neck. Discussing it anymore is a waste of time. I'm not saying we should discuss whether it was the cause of death. Huh? What Ruri means is, if we can agree that this was the murder weapon, what else can we deduce from that? Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Okay then. We know that the killer used a nail for the murder. Yes. Wonder if it was a 9-inch nail. Is that a reference to something? So the killer must be someone who had access to nails. Well, that's the obvious conclusion. So who could it be? Who had access to nails? I think I know. Oh, another tutorial time. Is this the agree version? Yes, it's another tutorial. This will be super short, though. Even a baby could get through this one. Oh, I see. You will be shown the portraits of all the participants of the game. Your task is just to guess which one is the answer to the question given. So the answer would have been Alicia. However, if you get it wrong, you will lose HP, so watch out. Who had access to the nail? Sorry, I want to look at the portraits for a sec. Okay. So that would be Alicia. It was Alicia. What? Her? Sadly, yes. That's who I was asking about. As I told you before, I saw her near the tool shack before the body was discovered. And she did say that she took the nails from there. Alicia, is this true? Did you take the nails? Yes. So she's the killer? Is it decided? No, way too early. No. No, nothing is decided. We need to analyze every angle of it. But if this is true, then this puts Alicia in a tight spot. Do we know about anyone else who took nails from there? Well, no one who confessed to having... No, wait. Well, no one who confessed to having done it. Sorry, I was reading it. And they certainly won't now. So Alicia's the only suspect for now? I don't like it. It's not looking good for her. We shouldn't judge it too early, though. Then we should discuss it further, right? I'm sure there may be some other facts that can show her innocence. You realize that one of us is going to be guilty anyway, right? It's just a question of who. I know that. I'm not that naive. And still, I want to believe in the goodness of people. Of course. That's so dumb. Okay then, let's talk some more about Alicia and the nails. So Alicia was seen going to the tool shack today. And she took the nails from there. I did, but I didn't kill anyone. There was no one else who was seen with the nails, though? That could be wrong, but let's see what the last one says. And the nails from that box were used for the murder. Possibly. I actually don't remember if the nail in the neck is different from what's in the box, or if they're the exact same. I can't remember that. Oh no, it was the last one. Wait, what? Box of nails, or was it the nail gun?
No, that's wrong.
Oh no, it was the box of nails. Okay, so they are different then. Where the hell did they get that one? Then. That's right. How could I have missed it? Did I say something wrong? Please tell us, Gumi. Apparently we all missed that thing. I see, the pattern. Huh? What pattern? That's right, it's the pattern on the nails. Remember the nails from the box? They all had a cross-shaped pattern on them, and the one in Shoma's neck didn't. Okay. I thought it looked a little different, but I'm actually surprised no one mentioned it during investigation. Huh, it was barely visible. Good that you noticed. And the nail that killed Shoma didn't have the pattern, right? Exactly. Which means that Alicia could not have done it. No, it only means that she couldn't have done it with those nails. But where the hell did they get that? Okay. I probably should have known that nail guns don't use nails with a cross pattern, because those you have to place in with screwdrivers. I missed what else I was gonna say. Maybe, but the whole argument behind suspecting me is now invalid. Yes, she's no more suspicious than anybody else. Which means we're back to square one. Are we really? It was still suspicious that Alicia was there at the time, right? What if it wasn't a coincidence? Yeah, if you ask me, she's mighty suspicious. But no one's asking you. Boo. So to sum it up, we know that it couldn't have been Rui, Kazuki, and Mamoru. Unless they were able to prepare... Unless they were able to prepare the murder without being there. Yes. And we also know that Alicia borrowing nails had nothing to do with the case. Yeah, since it was a different nail. So, what does this all give us? Not much. I suggest discussing the murder some more. We may find a thread that will lead us to the truth. Then go on. I don't think we have any facts that we can use. That's wrong. Shoma was fighting for his life in the TV room. But he was eventually murdered with the nail. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the sleeping medication. Shoma must have seen the killer, right? That would also be wrong. That's probably the second one that's incorrect. It must have been... It must have been someone strong if they overpowered him. No, he wasn't killed. There was no struggle. Yeah, no signs of struggle.
No, that's wrong.
No, not necessarily. What, you've got something against me? It seems like she hates your guts. No, I just think you're making a mistake. Shoma was not fighting for his life against the killer. This is obvious. Just looking at the crime scene should tell you that. If that's true, there were no signs in the room of any fight between Shoma and the attacker. Yes, Shoma's body also didn't show any scratches or bruises. So they just surprised him when he wasn't looking? No. That is one option. What a sneaky killer. A coward without honor. Maybe Shoma suffered less because of that. He died instantly, without struggling. Sure. Nah, a death is a death. He still went kaput. What if Shoma was expecting the killer and they met in peace, and then the killer suddenly attacked? No, that wouldn't be possible. Do we know about anyone who was supposed to meet with Shoma? suppose not. If there was someone, there's no way that they'll admit to it now. And no one else heard it from someone else. Yeah, it can't be that easy. Excuse me. Still, we should be able to deduce something from what we know. What exactly do you mean? What do we know about Shoma's state when he was attacked? What do we know? Oh, another tutorial. Is this gonna be... I mean, we'll see. Hi, it's me again with another tutorial. Okay, so this is the agree bit. This one will be simple. You already know how to participate in non-stop debate, right? Usually you'd have to dispute a claim, but sometimes you will have to agree with a claim instead. Select the statement you want to agree with and pick agree. Then pick the truth bullet you want to use as usual. It's that simple. Good luck. Okay. Alright, who to agree with? Let's see. The killer must have attacked Shoma from the back. No. Maybe they just turned invisible. Poof. That's correct. They possibly drugged him using some kind of medicine. That's great. I think Shoma was supposed to meet with the killer. No, it's more like the culprit just sneaked in the room. Yeah, what... Oh man, I forget her name already. Kokoro. What Kokoro said is right. Let's truth bullet. Shoma being drugged.
This is it.
Yes, Kokoro is right. She is? Indeed, Shoma was really drugged. Wasn't it written in the monocurfew file? Pay attention, guys. Sorry. With so many people around, it's hard to keep everyone fully informed. That's the basis of investigating, though. This is also the role of the trial. We all share our findings and look for the truth together. Okay, so now what do we do? The file said that Shoma was under the influence of a sleeping drug when he was killed. Yes, we don't know if he was fully asleep or just dazed, but he clearly wasn't able to defend himself. And that's what the killer used to get him. So the killer drugged Shoma before the attack? How? If it was me, I'd put the pills in his coffee. Or just force him to swallow them. No, this would require a confrontation, which defeats the whole point of drugging him. Yeah, if you need to attack him anyway, it's better to just kill him, right? So slipping those pills into his drink really seems like the smartest idea. Except for the fact that the sleeping pills are prescribed to Shoma. So how the killer got him, I don't know. But was it really what happened? What do you mean? I'm not sure yet, but something feels off. I need to think about it a bit more. Then let's move on to more important things. Like what? Like getting to know who drugged the victim, obviously. Well, yeah, that is important. If only it was that easy. So the question is, does knowing that the victim was drugged give us any information about the identity of the attacker? So no one knows anything. We don't know who had access to such drugs. We don't? Anyway, the list of suspects is still the same. Yes, it's basically everyone, excluding Kazuki, Rui, and Mamoru. And Shoma. Well, I assumed that much was obvious. So we haven't moved an inch. Apart from those three, anyone could have done it.
This is bullshit.
Oh! We got cross swords now. Whatever this one's called. Wait, no. Did the last game have cross swords? Or like the duel stuff? I don't remember. Enough of that. Why do we keep excluding those three? Just because they've seen each other? That's not enough for me. I'm not letting them off the hook just yet. Maybe one of them had a way of committing murder while still being able to talk to others. Why do you think so? Because Mamoru, in particular, is super suspicious. Yes. I mean, he stole a piece of evidence from the scene of the crime. You can't be more suspicious than that. Except we know exactly what he stole. I can bet whatever you want that this was something that damned him. But you don't butt me. I'm speaking now. Fight! Fight! Oh, tutorial time. Hello, it's time for a brand new minigame. Okay, so yeah, this was not in Live or Die, so that's new. Sometimes one of the participants of the trial gets in your way and doesn't want to let go. You can't just get them to with just your regular words. You have to fight them directly. The only way to do that is through an RPG-style duel. You'll be taken to a fight mode where you fight the opponent like an RPG monster. Oh. Your opponent attacks you with their words and damages your health, which represents your concentration. To fight, you need to select one of your possible actions. You either heal yourself by using concentration or use one of the attack phrases. The attack phrases don't damage your opponents, but raise your TP, which represents your resolve. When you have 100 TP, you can perform a bullet attack using one of your truth bullets to directly damage the opponent. Make sure you pick the right one, or the attack won't do anything. When your opponent's health reaches 0, you win. But if your own health reaches 0, you lose 1 HP in the trial and have to do the battle again. So in short, first raise your TP, then attack directly with bullets, and watch your own health. It's easier than it sounds, really. Alright, let's see how it works. Now to battle. Oh. Okay, so it says you're wrong. Listen to me. Please stop. That's not true. Oh. Oh wait, okay, I'm missing. Okay, I see. You're wrong. No, you don't know anything. Listen to me. You don't know anything. Please stop. He did it. That's not true. You don't know anything. Mamoru's lucky puck. Shut up. Some concentration. Shut up. Okay, so I'm seeing how it works. You're wrong. He did it. Listen to me. You don't know anything. Okay, so I think I'm gonna stop repeating the ones that I've already spoken. Okay. I'm getting a little irritated at myself. Moro's lucky puck. There we go, that did it. Gumi was victorious. You won. No, Mako, we already told you that it couldn't have been him. And the evidence he stole, it was his lucky puck. Can you show it to us, Mamoru? Of course. Here it is. I retrieved it from the TV room. Fine, let's say I believe you. Are we sure that this puck is not connected to the crime? So far, we haven't found any such connection. There still might be something you missed, right? Well, maybe if you think there is, maybe try pointing it out? Nah, I'm not good at it. I swear, it's just my puck. It's been my lucky charm for years. I was terrified when I thought I lost it. And obviously more terrified when he found it in the room where Shoma was killed. So why couldn't you just lift it from the ground and stay with us? Didn't want the attention, probably. Oh, I panicked, sorry. Sorry may not be enough. You made yourself the main suspect in this case. I know, I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Why did you lose the puck in the first place? I was walking around the first house earlier today out of boredom. I guess it must have slipped out of my pocket. And you didn't notice it? Not until later. Ooh, that sounds suspicious. Why? It could have happened like that. It could have happened like that. Okay, Mamoru, I know that this might be a silly question, but when you dropped this thing in the TV room, there was nothing suspicious there, right? Yeah, no bodies or nails. And I haven't seen Shoma around either. I see. In that case, maybe we could clear out the timeline a bit. Can you do it, Mamoru? Okay. We finished eating breakfast at around 9 o'clock. After that, you started walking around, right, Mamoru? Yeah, it took me a better part of an hour. So somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock, you dropped the puck. Not a very good hockey player, is he? And back then, there was no one in the TV room. Until Shoma and the killer appeared. Yes, Shoma died at around 10:30. I assume they must have arrived a bit earlier than that. And you found the body at 11. Exactly. At this point, Mamoru took the puck and ran away. He locked himself in his room. That's right. After we found the body during the investigation, I didn't speak to anyone. You must have been terrified. Still, it wasn't a wise thing to do. Yes, I admit it. So here's how things happened. Wait, I think I misread that. So here's how things happened. Okay, so no, I did read that right. The question is, did it get you anywhere closer to the solution? Thought so. And this isn't funny, asshat. We can die, you know. I hate to admit it, but Hayato was right. We still don't know who the killer is. But I'm sure that if we keep collecting new facts, they will eventually join together and form the whole picture. At least we addressed the suspicion around Mamoru. Yes, we can move on to another topic. There we go. I want to talk more about the murder weapon. What, again? There's more to it. Do we have something else to discuss about it? We do. We know what was used, but do we know how it was used? Yep, how did the nail end up getting into his neck? How it was used? Let's go then. Oh, another agree one. Someone just stuck the nail through his neck, right? Or maybe they threw the nail at him. That's stupid. It wouldn't have enough power. That's correct. What if they used some tool to do it? Maybe it wasn't a nail, and we've been wrong all along. The fourth one is the right one. And this truth bullet was most likely going to be the nail gun. Oh no. Wait. Wait.
This is it.
Oh, Kokoro's autopsy reveals that. Yes, that's it. Of course I am right. They used a tool? Yes, that's pretty obvious. What makes you say that? The autopsy performed by Kokoro. Ah, yes, it would match what I found. I actually don't remember what she found. Let's see inside. What exactly did Kokoro discover? Okay, let's see. The nail... that nail entered Shoma's neck with great force. Enough to get it out on the... enough to get it out on the other side. So essentially the neck completely pierced through his neck? The nail, sorry. Blech. What does it have to do with a tool? Well, if it was such a big force, it couldn't have been done barehanded. Unless someone is incredibly strong. No, that's not the case. No, that wouldn't be enough. Not with the people here. But Mamoru's pretty strong, isn't he? We already know that he didn't do it. Are you guys suspecting me again? Maybe. Why not? No, Mamoru wouldn't be strong enough. You would need someone like the ultimate bodybuilder. I see, so it must have been done with a tool. I think we can safely assume that. So that tool is the actual murder weapon. Indeed. Now, let's get to the identity of that weapon. Oh. Hey there, time for another tutorial. Oh yes, Letter Labyrinth makes a comeback. It's time for a minigame called Letter Labyrinth. And this minigame, you have to form a word. You have to form a word that will answer the question at hand. To do this, you must catch the letters running around the labyrinth one by one. Start with the first letter of the word and continue on. Oh, if you catch a wrong letter, nothing will happen. You can't get a game over in this minigame for some reason. So like the last one. Good luck! Okay, so my bet. What was the weapon used to kill Shoma? It would be a nail gun. Oh. Need that A. Where'd that I go? That L. And then we need the G. Okay, let's look for that U. There it is. Okay, and then the N. The answer was nail gun.
Got it.
Right, the nail gun. The one we found under the window? Yes. You mean the one I found? Yes. Anyway, this was most likely the weapon. But can nail guns really work like that? They can, but only on short distances. Yeah, it's not like they're actual guns. And then of course there's the safety, which was modified to be removed. Whatever. There we go. This nail gun was modified. Its safety features were removed. So you could actually shoot a nail with it? Yeah. Yes, but although only at a short distance. What a terrifying weapon! Why was it modified in the first place? Sorry, excuse me. I bet Monocurfy did it. Yeah, to add another potential murder weapon to the game. Oh, I see where you're going with this. Unless it was the killer who did it himself. Does it really matter, though? Either way, it was a deadly weapon that was used by the killer. So the killer just took a nail gun to his hand and shot Shoma in the neck? Oh, yeah. From a close range, of course. Oh. Bang! Is this really what happened? The scene of the crime suggests something else, I think. It's probably going to mention the string. Maybe. I think there's more to it. I have a feeling that something doesn't fit. As a Polish person would say, something is no, yes. What? Never mind. Anyway, let's think about the scene of the crime some more. Obviously, it's gonna probably point to the one thing that we didn't really investigate, which is the string on the table. There must be something that can tell us more. Oh, another tutorial. It's me again. It's time for another easy tutorial. Now, you will be shown a photo of an important scene. You will be able to highlight any part of the photo that you want. Your job is to find the part of the photo that holds the answer to the question at hand. And after that, as usual, you will have to pick a truth bullet. Good luck with your photo adventure. Okay, so this is in the new game too. Photo analysis. What element of the crime scene connects to the murder? Oh, maybe it's not the string? We'll see. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the thread on shelves.
I got it.
Yep. That little thread? What about it? I didn't think about it much, but now it seems suspicious. What does a thread have to do with the nail gun? And they could have been used together. Especially if we take account another piece of evidence that we found. Oh, another tutorial. We're back at it again with another tutorial. This one is a game called Memory Test. Okay. At the beginning, you'll be shown a grid with 9 elements. You have to quickly remember their positions before they disappear, so kind of a memory game, I guess. Each element has a corresponding panel with the same position connected to them. Oh man, I'm already confused. At first, one of the panels will activate and show its element. Your job is to activate the second panel with the same element on it. That's what I think it is. If you are correct, the panels will stay active and you will move on to the next pair. Okay, so it's like, sort of matching icons. Once the only panel is left, it will show you the correct clue that you need for the trial. Oh, and if you make a mistake, you will start from the beginning, and you'll see all the elements again, of course. But don't worry, you won't lose any HP if that happens. Still, try to get it on the first try if you think you are cool enough. Yep, this is what I thought. Okay, I see. Alright, and then the final one, and the answer is the door handle. The door handle. What about it? Wasn't it missing? We found the removed handles of the trash can in the corridor. But what does it have to do with the weapon? One handle had a loop made of green thread on it. It was the same thread that was lying on the floor and the shelves next to the body. There's something with that. Couldn't it be there, like, because of coincidence? That would be a big coincidence. So the thread was tied to the door handle, right? And it connected the handle to what exactly? The nail gun? Or the... wait. Okay, I got it. Okay, yeah, this is exactly where I thought it was going. The string was used to activate the nail gun, perhaps. The nail gun? Now that's whack. Ooh, a murder contraption. Fascinating. Sadly, this seems to be the case. I see. So the door handle was connected to the trigger of the nail gun with this thread. But why? To murder Shoma from a distance, apparently. I see. With this connection, the culprit could have executed the kill from outside the room by pulling on the handle. This doesn't explain the reason why. It seems like the killer didn't want to be inside the room when Shoma died. To avoid the blood splattering, maybe? And it seems far-fetched. But wait, does that mean that the alibis we discussed earlier no longer apply? No, we were outside, okay? It doesn't matter if the killer was inside the room or in the hall. No, I think their alibis are still solid. Oh, okay, just asking. So, what does this all give us? Sadly, I'm drawing a blank here. Hey, Gumi? Yeah? I think I might have an idea about what happened. It seems crazy, but if we follow this lead... Wait, did I read that wrong? Okay, I did read it right. So what do you want to do? Oh, let me take the lead now. I think I'm ready. What? Our little Danganronpa fan wants to lead? Alright, I've done enough so far. I can let you continue. But if you struggle, I will take over again. You understand? Sure. Now, where were we? Okay, so the POV is back to Rui again. Okay, it's my time to shine. Gumi uncovered much of the truth, but we still can't see any glimpses of the culprit. But if we follow this crazy idea, we might finally find it. Now, am I brave enough to say it out loud? No, it's not a question. I have to do it. For Shoma, but most importantly, for myself. Because if I can't find the truth, I will die here as well. The real trial begins now. Not the halfway point of the trial. Oh. Okay, so let's continue. You sure this is gonna work? What do you mean? She means you are unsuited for taking Gumi's place. He will do just fine. He watched a bunch of Danganronpa trials on TV and now thinks he can lead one? I survived my own share of trials, you know, just like all of you. Can you leave Rui alone and just focus on the case? Alicia is right. All of you can contribute, just not just Rui. Oh, I will. Okay, so what are you talking about, Rui? Well, I was wondering about the murder contraption. And it was clearly quite a smart plan. Which means Takeshi cannot be the culprit, haha. Or you little shit. Boys, stop acting like children. But the question is, who could have built it? Well, yeah, that's the whole point of the trial. So, Rui, do you have the answer? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that so close to the mic. Well, I thought about a certain aspect of it. For the contraption to work, Shoma couldn't move, right? That's why he has been drugged. Excuse me. Exactly, so drugging him was an essential part of the plan. Sorry. Well, yeah, he had to be immobilized. So wouldn't it be a logical thing to assume that the person who drugged Shoma was the same person who built the contraption? I guess, but does this bring us any closer to a conclusion? The thing is, I have no idea who built the contraption itself, but I have a feeling I know who drugged Shoma. And this is one shocking truth, to be honest. You guessed it? I still don't know anything about it. How is that possible? Well then tell us, who drugged Shoma? If my assumptions are correct then... Oh. This one I actually have no clue, but we'll see. Oh, Shoma himself. That's right, because the sleeping drug belonged to him.
It was you!
What? Shoma? You must be joking, right? You think this is the right moment for jokes? What he's getting at is that the sleeping medication was Shoma's itself. Yeah, I think it's a great moment for that. Right, I want our trials to be full of laughter. No one asked you. Anyway, as I was saying... Is this some kind of new trend among killing games that the first case involves the victim preparing a murder plan themselves? What? Don't mind me. This doesn't make any sense, Rui. Why are you saying that? Of course, I'm willing to prove my theory. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that it was probably Shoma. Shoma couldn't have drugged himself. There's no way for it to be a suicide. Do you think Shoma cooperated with his own killer? There's no way he could do something like that. I think that one's wrong, possibly. Let's see the other two seconds. He did not have a way to drug himself anyway. That's probably wrong too. Maybe wrong. Maybe this is the wrong statement. I think Rui is just trying to spice things up. Alright. Yep, it was his. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay, so the sleeping meds. So he's gonna discuss who the sleeping meds belong to. This is why I think this. It's because of that thing. What's that? A box of sleeping pills that we found. How does it prove anything? Hey, Rui, you have to be more specific. Your friends are too dumb to understand. Hey, we're not dumb. At least I'm not. They're not dumb. It's just complicated. I'm pretty sure that we could prove that Shoma drugged himself. Himself? But that's... That is actually possible if you think about it. I've seen men capable of doing even dumber things. Okay, Rui, tell us your reasoning. Sure. First of all, there are many pills missing from this box. Shoma could have taken them normally though, right? No, there's much more missing than if he just took it one every day. Someone must have taken several of them at once. What if he took some of the pills before we arrived at this island? No, all of our personal belongings were taken before the game. And the medicine we received from our captors was all brand new. Exactly, so I think we have proven that those pills could have been used for this. That is not enough, though. What if the killer used something else? Well, the second point that I wanted to make was that we have not found anything else that could work like that. Many of us tried investigating, but no one reported finding something else that could work as a substitute. What about the other medicine that people had? We asked the people what medicine they use, and no one had anything that could work like a sleeping pill. You could probably overdose on them and die, but you wouldn't just peacefully fall asleep. Right, this is my second point. Why I think that these pills were used in the murder. Okay, I think I get it, but I still don't know how it proves that it was Shoma who did it. Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Yeah, you left out the most important part. Now, be patient. I'm sure our great detective will announce his findings right away. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Rui? I was about to. Well, this part is really straightforward. Do you know where we found these pills? It was in Shoma's room, if I remember correctly. And yes, what's the most important thing about our rooms? That they are comfy? Why are you so dumb? I swear to God. No, wait, I know. Right, that it's impossible to break into them. I remember it from Danganronpa. Almost. It's that the locks are impossible to pick, and it's an important rule, Danganronpa rule. It's the same thing, right? Pretty much. The rooms are basically impossible to break into. Many investigations have used that point to prove things. And we will be no different. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. You're right. Sadly, no one can pick any of the locks to your rooms. Which all proves that Shoma was the one who drugged himself. See, Shoma held his pills in his room at all times. And no one else could have gotten in without his consent. So that proves that it must have been Shoma who took those pills to drug himself, right? Yes, that was exactly my conclusion. I hate to admit it, but you have a point. So we can assume for now that Shoma drugged himself, right? But why? It seems like it. And remember what we all agreed on before all... No, wait. And remember what else we agreed on before all this? Sorry. That the person who used the drugs is the same person who built the contraption. Yes, and that person was Shoma. Okay, theory. Did Shoma trick someone into killing him? Since the nail gun was attached to the door handle, I could see someone kind of opening the door and then shoot him with a nail. Oh, that's going to be kind of devastating if that's true. This sounds absurd. It does, but it's the truth. It wasn't just a contraption. It was a deadly trap that Shoma built with specific intent in mind. But how exactly did he do it? Well, I need to sort all these things out. Oh, another tutorial. It's me again. You know what that means. A tutorial. Oh, Logic Drive. You're about to play a minigame called Logic Drive. In Logic Drive, you must drive a metaphorical car through the routes of your mind. Just drive forward until you see a question appear. Then pick the road corresponding to the correct answer and go on. If you choose the correct road, you will be able to continue forward. Otherwise, you will have to repeat the question. And obviously, you lose 1 HP for each question you get wrong. Just get through the several questions and you're done. Good luck. Alright, let's see how it works. Okay. What did Shoma use to create the contraption? Nail gun thread handle. So that would be the center one. Okay. That is correct. What was the purpose of the trap? To kill Shoma, so left. Alright, and the final question, also at the final. What did Shoma use drugs? So it wouldn't move, so left. Oh no, it's right. Wait, what did right say? Oh, so we wouldn't feel pain? Okay, okay. Yeah, that was right. Oh, congratulations. I'm not going to reread these. Yes, this is pretty much what happened. But that would mean that Shoma wanted to commit assisted suicide, yes. Damn, was that conversation really that bad? This final one, I mean. But he was so full of life. Why would he do that? No, I don't think that was the whole truth. Shoma was hiding an awful lot about his problems. He didn't say it, but it showed. First, when dealing with the aftermath of a killing game, and then his relationship with Haru. That's not a very healthy way of living. Yes, it was ruining him from the inside. Excuse me. And when he was put into another killing game, he finally broke. Okay, so my theory that he made someone unsuspectingly kill him is true, it looks like. I still cannot believe he was that weak. That's not weakness. All of us have been put through much more than a normal human can handle. I'm doing perfectly well. For now, perhaps. Rui, are you sure about this? It would explain all the clues we discovered so far. I think it's a real tragedy that it happened, but we still have to solve it. Yeah, Shoma would have liked us to do it. Would he, though? Okay, so sum it up for us, please. How did he actually do it? First, he took the nail gun and disabled its safety. What a weird choice of weapon. and then he put it on the shelf next to his chair and used the thread to connect it to the door handle. He finally took a bunch of the sleeping pills and sat down. We found the pills in his room, not on his body. He could have just taken a few pills out of the box and left the box in his room. Ah, right. Never mind. So anyway, after preparing all of this, he only had to fall asleep and wait for someone to and wait until someone came. Then that person opened the door, activating Shoma's trap. Okay, it is gonna be this devastating. Hopefully I don't cry. And allowing him to die by his own creation. So now the last question is, who killed him? Who activated the trap? So the killer was completely random? Pretty much, yes. Damn. This is crazy. If this was a Danganronpa case, many veteran fans would hate it. Huh? Why? The TV station tried to avoid showing the moment of the murder initially, and the killer's identity was supposed to be a mystery. The viewer wanted to solve the case together with the contestants, and they treated it as a challenge. They analyzed everyone's movements, motivations, and so on. So if the killer was random, they would feel cheated. Unfortunately, unlike Danganronpa, we're not doing this game for the ratings. We're doing it for despair. Of course. Just stop talking. So, does that mean the case is closed? Not exactly. We need to find out who activated the trap. What? Yeah, we know it was a suicide. Shoma masterminded the whole thing. No, it's not. What about the part that someone had to activate the trap that wasn't Shoma? At the point. It happened several times in past killing games, right? Yes, if the victim had to vote for yes, the participants had to vote for the victim as the culprit, and then there was no execution. That's not true though, not in this case. Hooray, no executions. Wait a sec, this makes no sense. Why? Rika is right. This wasn't a suicide. It was an assisted suicide, which is different. Which means it was a suicide, but someone else did him in. Sadly. Yeah, Shoma came up with it, but ultimately it was another person who activated the trap. And that person is responsible for his death. Nah, Shoma was the brain behind the trap. It's his own fault. Yes, but it wasn't by his hand that did him in. It was the hand of someone else, technically. No, what matters is who performed the action. But wouldn't that person qualify as a tool and not an active party? Wait, what? It's a murky area, but I think they had enough agency to be counted as a killer. I can't agree with that. And then you're stupid. Come on, let's just vote for Shoma and end this shit. It's not Shoma. If you want to die that much, then go on. I think you were being unreasonable. Nah, it's just you guys who can't understand basic facts. Oh, is this gonna be split decision? Is the split decision minigame in this game? Now wait a sec, everyone, before you start punching at each other in the face. It seems like you're having a split opinion. And you know what that means? Fish. No. Sorry. No, what? He wants to do the thing that they introduced in the final Danganronpa season, which is split opinion. Scrum debate. That's right. It's time to activate the super special function of our trial grounds. It's Scrum debate. Oh, tutorial on how Scrum debate works. Let's see how different it is compared to the third canon game. Or if it's the exact same. You're about to participate in a new game called Scrum Debate. It's a fan favorite. It may look a bit intimidating, but it's not that hard. Ooh, the characters will be split into two teams. Red and blue. You will lead the blue team. You will see the list of key phrases for all arguments that both teams want to make. First, one of the red members will say their argument corresponding to their key phrases. Key phrase, I mean. Your job is to decide which key phrase on the blue side will beat that argument. Just pick whichever character has the phrase that you need. After picking the phrase, you'll be informed whether you got it right or wrong. And if you get all 6 phrases correct, you will complete the game. But if you get some of them wrong, you lose HP and have to start again. Oh, and just like Danganronpa, at the end you will have to mash the confirm button. Be fast or you'll die. Good luck and happy debating. Alright, let's see. So, who was truly responsible for Shoma's death? Shoma or who? It's Shoma or versus it's whoever activated the trap, which Alright, just want to look at a second to see who's saying what. Alright. Alright, start. Okay. I don't know how to read this. Alright, so I don't know how it works. Shoma was the mastermind behind his own death. And the red statement is... Statement 4. What matters is who performed the kill, not who came up with the idea. So Shoma the mastermind, killer not mastermind. Okay, I get it now, which is correct. Shoma was the person who put the trap together. I think it might be 6. Oh no, maybe 5? Okay, hold on. 6. Someone other than Shoma activated the trap, killing him. So that's correct. The killer did not want to activate the trap. And that is statement 3. The intention of the killer doesn't matter, only that they did it. Correct. The person who activated the trap could be considered a tool. Number 2? Nope, sorry, number 5. Activated by a person. The person who activated the trap had enough agency to be an active participant. Oh, sorry. Correct. Danganronpa had multiple cases ruled as suicides in the past. Oh, maybe rules for suicides are changed. The rules for suicides in Danganronpa were very strict. They wouldn't apply to this case. Which is correct. And the last one. We should just vote for Shoma. The case is solved. And that's statement number 1. If we vote for Shoma now, we're all going to die. Okay, now we confirm that. Correct.
This is it!
Full counter. Yep, that's what happened. And that's all. I think it's certain that the person who activated the trap should be voted as the culprit. Although, we still don't know who they are. I'm still not convinced, though. There's only one way to be sure. To know for sure, right? And that is... I know. To ask the metal cat. You mean Monocurfy? Right. Although throughout the entire trial he only gave annoying comments, it's time that he did something useful. Yeah, this guy's even more useless than Hayato. Aw, but at least I'm fun. So Monocurfy, what do you say? Well, you kind of put me on the spot here. I usually try not to interfere, but since it's a question about rules, I guess I have to answer. Then don't keep us waiting. Fine. The tool rule does not apply here. The person who actually performed the kill had enough agency to count as a culprit, sadly. Therefore, it's them whose identity you have to guess. I knew it! So, it is as they say, the person who activated the trap is the real killer. That's unfortunate. Why? Because if it was the other way around, the case would have been solved already. Right, we know who created the trap, but not who activated it. So we still haven't moved any closer to the answer. This sucks. We can't give up. We've made a lot of progress, and we have to use it. So what do you want to do? Let's debate some more. Oh, who wants to bet someone in this debate is gonna end up slipping up and accidentally reveal themselves as the killer? Let's see how it goes. We have made 0 progress so far. We don't know about anyone who was in the building at the time. That could be wrong. Or about anyone who met with Shoma. The culprit didn't even touch the nail gun, so it will tell us nothing. Did Shoma manage to create a perfect crime on himself? Maybe we have to pick someone at random. I'm gonna think it's the second one. Let's see. Is it the second one? Let's shoot the bullet. Bolstraw's account.
No, that's wrong!
Alright. Alright, let's see. Well, I suppose we do know about a person who was in the building at that time. We do? Right, he means Alicia. Alicia did it? I mean, that makes sense, but what the fuck? I had a feeling something like that was gonna happen. Alicia? So, Alicia did it? Well, we don't know for sure, but she was there with the nails. She was in the tool shack, so nothing would stop her from going to the TV room as well and activating the trap by accident. To think someone killed Shoma without even knowing it until it was too late. I wonder why Shoma decided to drag someone down with him to death. Well, Alicia, what do you have to say? Only that it wasn't me, but... And of course, these are just my words. I can't prove it. This is the only lead we've got so far. Ruri, I told you I believe in you. I know you could reach the truth. Yep, that conversation she had with Ruri before the trial made me think it was possibly Alicia who did it. Unintentionally, I guess. But this isn't it. You have to find someone else. Do I? We don't know about anyone else who was there besides Alicia. But we also don't know if there was no one else. What a conundrum. So, do we take the risk with our lives and vote for Alicia? I don't think we should do it yet. Hey, Rui. Yeah? Do you know what you must do now? Not really, and you do? There's a saying among chess players, turn the chessboard around. Oh, it's just like that game, Yumi Nico. Haha, she's trying to be serious and you button with a reference to a mid-game? Hilarious. Hey, you better respect Yumi Nico. It's not mid. Oh, Yumi Nico. Oh. Anyway. Okay, Alicia, so what would turning the chessboard around mean in this situation? Simple. Look at the situation from an opposite perspective. Opposite perspective? Yes, don't ask who was in the TV room. Ask who must have been in the room. Must be in the room, but no one. Wait a second. Whoa, that's right. Okay, I don't know anything. Do you know something? Yes, I now understand everything. There was one person who was talking about things they had no right to know. Who? Unless they went into that room. Exactly. So who is it? Don't keep us waiting. Sure, that person was... Alright, who is it? Let's see. Who knew something about something in that room? Yui? Is this suggesting that Yui's the one who did it, or whatever her name is? Yumi, sorry, it's Yumi. It was Yumi. What'd she say before? Am I right, Alicia? Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, so it kind of sounds like Alicia didn't do it. Wait, Yumi? You gotta be kidding me. That is an unexpected development. I wouldn't suspect Yumi to do it, but then again, she's a killer, like all of us. Yeah, but remember that this was technically like an accident on the killer's part. We already established that the killer wasn't necessarily planning to murder someone. So anyone could have done it, regardless of their personality. Never mind that. Can you tell us why you think it's Yumi? I would also like to ask you that to do that. I would also ask you to do that too. Sure. Why must Yumi have been in the room? Is it Mamoru's lucky puck? Is it because she knew where it was? No, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's see. Or is it the nail gun under the window? We'll see. No.
I got it!
It was his pack. Okay, so she did misspeak then. Because she knew where his puck was. You told us all about Mamoru's lucky puck and how it was lying on the floor in the TV room. Which means that you saw the puck on the floor. And Mamoru lost that puck not long before Shoma entered the room and built his trap. It was sometime between 9 and 10 o'clock. And Mamoru took back that puck right after we discovered the body, when you weren't around. Which means you must have been there between those two moments. Okay, so yep, Alicia didn't do it. Damn. Yeah, it would make sense for Yumi to have accidentally done it. She probably got worried, was looking for Shoma, ended up finding him, but killed him instead. And anyone who would enter the room would trigger the trap. Gosh, she probably did this to be like a good person and be helpful, but caused his demise. The only 3 people who could know about this puck was Shoma, Mamoru, and the culprit. And Mamoru couldn't have been the killer because he has an alibi for time of death. You're forgetting something. Mamoru could have simply told me that after retrieving the puck. I went to his room after all. And that's impossible because... Why couldn't Mamoru tell Yumi about the puck? Because he didn't speak to anyone, was that? Mamoru's weird behavior. Okay, so he did not speak to Yumi. What? Because Mamoru panicked so much that he didn't speak to anyone between discovering the body and the start of the trial. That's right, he told us this himself sometime earlier. Isn't that right, Mamoru? Yes, as I said, I didn't talk to anyone, including Yumi. Ah, now Yumi, how will you explain that? Oh man, this is awful. Don't worry, I can still explain why I'm innocent. We're listening. Oh, is she gonna make another slip up? I said I only talked to Mamoru because I panicked. In reality, I knew about the puck way earlier. Soon after Mamoru lost his puck, I entered the TV room. Shoma was not there yet at the time. There, I saw the puck on the floor. So everything should make perfect sense. Okay, so this one I have no clue. Let's see. The shoot bullet. Door handles. No.
No!
Oh, what Sumir said. What'd you say again? Let's see. sorry, Yumi, but this also makes no sense. What? Why? Right! Okay, I remember now. Because Sumire said that she was talking to you the entire time between 9 and 10 o'clock. That's right, we did talk. I completely forgot about that. So you were busy the whole time while Maru was walking in the building? And then after he left, Shoma entered the TV room. So there was no time for Yumi to go there at any time before Shoma's death. Which means that when she saw the puck, it was right after she caused Shoma's death. God, that's horrible. She panicked and tampered with the crime scene by moving the nail gun and dropping it to the ground, as well as removing the door handles and, I think, cutting the string. There we go. She also closed the door after removing the door handles to delay us finding the body. But in the end, it didn't change anything. So Yumi, you got anything else to add? God, that's awful. That's so awful. Of course I have something to add. You're wrong. Your logic is wrong. Oh, we're gonna get the final duel then. You don't have any real proof. Whatever you say, I will never agree with you. Ah, the usual culprit denial. Really, you have to get through her words. Okay. Alright, probably the final tutorial. Hello, it's another tutorial. This time we'll be talking about duels. I hope it doesn't sound too scary. A duel happens when a person refuses to accept your arguments while on trial. To win, you need to remain composed under pressure. Between your lines, you'll be bombarded with questions regarding the case. You must give a correct answer to every single question in the group to proceed. Okay, so yeah, it's like it's like live or die then. If one answer is wrong, you will have to redo the whole group. I hope you remembered all the details about the case. Good luck. Alright, final duel.
Stop it, child.
You don't have any concrete evidence. Anyone could have opened that door. The plan was masterminded by Shoma. Shoma set the trap in the TV room. The chosen weapon for the trap was a nail gun. Shoma connected the weapon to the door with thread. No, fishing line, reference to the last game. To sleep, Shoma took sleeping pills. We know that you knew about the puck in the room, and you could have heard it from Mamoru.
Listen, please.
Knowing about that puck doesn't mean anything. I swore that I would never kill again. Mamoru went into the TV room. Wait, what? After breakfast. The thing Mamoru lost in the TV room was his lucky puck. The other person in the building was Alicia. Mamoru had an alibi because he was talking to Kazuki. Oh, okay, first one was wrong. No, that's not it. I must have made a mistake somewhere. So it'd be before breakfast he went into the TV room. Wait, no? Sumire. Wait, what? That question wasn't there before, or am I just misremembering? Yeah, the person in the building was Alicia. Or had an alibi. Yeah, okay, we know all that. Was that right? You did not have the intent to kill, but it was an accident. All you had to do was open the door to the TV room.
This is pointless.
You were just guessing. You have nothing. Why can't you just leave me alone? The culprit activated the trap by interacting with the door. Shoma was struck in the neck. at the time sitting on the chair. To delay us, the culprit removed the door handles. They also moved the weapon outside the window. You're the only one who fits everything we know about the crime. And Samir's words prove that about your conversation with her. No, and Samir's words about your conversation with her prove the truth. Oh, that was it. I'm done, Yumi. Will you finally accept my arguments? Yes. Louder, we can't hear you. Oh, shut up. You're right. I can't fight anymore. God, this is absolutely devastating. Like, her intention was to be... like I said before, her intention was to be kind and caring, but caused Shoma's demise. She was just that random, unlucky person that just had to enter the TV room. I don't have any more strength. So you admit that it was you? Yes, unfortunately, Oh, the time for excuses comes later. And now you just have to close the case. So, we're done here? Almost. Really, since you were the one who solved this mystery, can you also do the thing that happens at the end of every trial? Oh, you mean the summary? Okay, I'll try. Oh, okay, no, this is the final tutorial. Tutorial time. Hi again, it's time for the last tutorial of this trial. Every trial has to end, and the last part of each one of them is a summary. During the summary, the entire case will be, well, summarized. We'll go through everything that happened in a comic form. At some point, you'll be asked to fill in some details. Just pick the correct answer and move on. If you pick the wrong one, you will lose an HP. And you don't really want to get a game over that late, right? But you made it this far, so this will be a breeze.
This is the end!
The case started when Shoma decided to end his life, not being able to go through another killing game. He began preparations by getting the sleeping pills from his room. He also found a nail gun and removed its safety. During that time, Mamoru was walking around the first building. He dropped his lucky puck in the TV room. At the same time, the culprit was talking with Sumire outside. Shoma entered the now empty TV room and began to prepare his trap. He connected the door handle to the nail gun using a thread. He aimed the nail gun at himself and laid it down on the shelves. Then he took the sleeping pill so that he could die peacefully. Not long after that, the culprit wanted to enter the TV room. They pulled the door handle, activating the trap. Then that gun fired and killed Shoma. The culprit realized what happened, but it was too late. I wonder why Shoma decided to take someone else down with him. I know I already asked this, but it's just sad. They tried to remove some evidence from the room, taking the door handles and the nail gun. They closed the door and put the handles in the trash. Additionally, they left the nail gun outside near the window. But all their work was undone when they talked about something they had no right to know when speaking to me. And the person who did it all? Fuck. Oh my god.
It was you!
It was Yumi Sanuma. God. And that's it. That's how it all went down. Good job. Yeah, it all fits. That's actually impressive. Looks like Yumi isn't saying anything anymore. Do you have something to add, Yumi? No, you basically got it right. So, can we finally ask you more about it? No, this comes later. Now you have reached your conclusion, apparently. This means we're ready for the most important part of the trial. Yeah, the voting. Exactly, it's voting time! Use the panels in front of you and pick the right culprit. And most importantly, make sure you do vote for someone or you will get punished as well. We all know the rules. Then let's do it. Let's see your verdict. Will it be right or will it be very, very wrong? Let's see how this works. Let's go! Everyone voted for Yumi. Woohoo! You're correct! God. The evil culprit who killed Shoma Yoshida was none other than the ultimate translator, Yumi Tsunuma. Gosh, she's gonna be leaving her family behind now. The rest of you won. Congrats! Hold on, I got an itchy leg. So, we were right. It was you, Yumi. Yes. That's horrible. I would never expect Yumi to be the first culprit. It really wasn't her fault, though. Still, I'd listen to what she has to say. Does it matter now? I think it matters a lot. Well, usually this is the part where the survivors ask the discovered culprit about their motivation. And the culprit gives a long speech or tells some sad backstory to make them more sympathetic. I think it'll be different this time. But here, they committed the murder by accident. Yeah, so there's no motivation to speak of. Well, we still have some things that she could explain. Like what? Like why she couldn't admit to what she did. I mean, we all risked our lives because of that. Isn't it obvious why she did it? No, I suppose he's right. I should explain myself. It's simple. I didn't want to kill him, but I also didn't want to die. This might not have been noble of me, but when I saw his body, my first thoughts were about my own death and not his. What happened gave me a chance to get out of here, but also put me at a great risk. Ugh. Ouch. I just wanted to see my family again. They are everything to me. I didn't want to leave them like that. And that's why you wanted to get us all executed? Oh, don't be a hypocrite. You would have done the same. We all would, probably. That's possible. Well, shut the hell up and leave her alone. Fine. By the way, if Yumi never talked about Mamoru's puck, we would not have known it was her. So, that was pretty dumb. Maybe, but I felt like it was my responsibility to protect him. I guess that explains why she was so adamant of saying that it wasn't Mamoru, because it was her. Yumi's actions were understandable. The thing that interests me is Shoma's motivation. Yeah, like, he could have just offed himself normally, and they could have ended with no execution, but why did he have to pin it on someone else? Yeah, why did he decide to die? I think we know that already. Wait, you haven't read the letter? He left behind a suicide note. What letter? The letter that Shoma left for us. It gave me some more energy to act. But I decided that I would leave it so that all of you would read it. We haven't found anything like that. Where was it? On his body? No, on the floor, right next to the chair. It was impossible to miss. And then what happened to it? Oh no, why is Hayato laughing? Yeah, you better speak up, you asshole. Well, if you're asking that nicely, I'll have to tell you. I stole the letter. What? As soon as we entered the room, I picked it up. So you two were also holding evidence. Yes. I immediately knew that it was something important. I just didn't tell you. Don't ha-ha us. Why did you do it? Well, that's simple. To make the trial more interesting. Interesting? Yeah, if you knew what Shoma did right away, half the case would have been solved immediately. I couldn't allow it. I had to make you search for the answer yourselves. Well, it's true that one should work for everything they get, and nothing should be given for free. No. No, that is just some capitalist bullshit. Exactly. Hey, let's not bring politics into the killing game. I don't get it. We immediately noticed when Mamoru stole a piece of evidence. Why didn't we say Hayato? Oh yeah, good point. Unlike Mamoru, I am very graceful. You were too busy looking at your dead friend to see me do it. Okay, Hayato, now that you've had your fun, can we see the letter? You better give it, I want to read it. Ah, of course. I have it right here. Alright, let's see this. I don't remember how I voiced Shoma, but... Yeah, it's Shoma's handwriting. Just read it already. Fine. Hey everyone, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye. I guess I couldn't take it anymore. Years of hiding my feelings deep inside finally caused me to burst. Getting into this game was the last straw. I can't bear to get through even one more day of this. So I decided to take the coward's way out. I wanted to give you one last gift as a thank you for our time together. Oh, I will give one random person a chance to get out of here by killing me. That's the motivation behind it. You will have to survive the trial, but all of us have done this before, right? I don't know if what I'm doing is the right thing. But I just want my death to have some kind of meaning. That's just my selfish wish. My selfish final wish. So goodbye and good luck. Signed, Shoma. Damn. Hayato really hid a really big thing from us. So he really was in a terrible mental state. I knew he wasn't well, but I never thought it was that bad. This is what Danganronpa does to the minds of people. It completely breaks them. Oopsie, what did I just do? Oh, I muted. It's a miracle that the rest of us didn't end up that way, too. I will never be that weak. Everyone has their weaknesses. I'm sure you have them, too. Well, I'm already crazy, so I can't break anymore. I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling sympathetic towards Shoma. Even if he wanted to die, he didn't have to try to take the rest of us down with him just to save one person. This is beyond insane. Yeah. We are not good people or completely sane for that matter. Maybe, but still. I saw the letter. When I saw this letter, I could feel what he felt. I knew if it could have been me on that chair. If it wasn't for my family, I would have gone mad a long time ago. And now, I will never see them again. Yumi. Don't feel bad for me. I murdered a human being after all. But you didn't mean to. This time, yes. But the first time, I knew what I was doing. I kind of came to the realization yesterday that Yumi, I do believe, was possibly the very first wolf. That's like the first person who murdered and survived a killing game. Because she's back from season 6. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if the secretary, I've already forgotten his name, when he did it, but I'm assuming that Yumi is the first one. Wait, no, I've read that already. We've all passed the threshold of damnation. I suppose none of us deserve any sympathy. That's so pessimistic. Oopsie. This is not a fairy tale with a happy ending. This is the harsh reality of a killing game. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, I got hiccups. A true taste of hell on earth. Kumi was right. Killing games were the most horrible thing to happen in this world. And yet, due to my programming, I love them so much. How more pathetic can I be? If all of us deserve damnation, then I deserve it most of all. But I didn't want to die. Not yet. Sadly for Shoma and now Yumi, this would be the end of the road. Now, enough of doom posting. Let's brighten the atmosphere with something cheerful. Ah, here it comes. I must say, I give this case gave us a delicious dose of despair. One person had so much despair that they decided to end their own life. And the other was forced to kill a friend without even knowing. How horrifying and cool. Why do mascots always have to be so obnoxious? But now it's time for the main dish, the punishment. Okay, so I'm curious as to how the punishment is going to work in this game. I have a feeling it's probably going to be the same way Live or Die did it. So, yeah, I wonder what it'll be like. No. Oh, it's alright. I suppose my time is up. I lived much longer than I deserved to, anyway. My only regret is that I will leave my family alone. If any of you get out here alive, please tell them that I loved them, okay? We will, but I'm sure they already know. Your kids must be lucky to have a mom as nice as you. Oh, trying to face death with dignity, huh? No screaming or begging for mercy? It's just that I've seen this happen many times, and I know it can't change anything. Oh, fuck. It just makes it even harder for everyone around. So goodbye, everyone. I hope you will have better luck than I did. Aw, that's no fun! Oh well, we'll make it up for it with some amazing punishment. Just let it end, please. I have prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate translator, Yumi Sanuma. It's punishment time! Alright, let's see how it works. Yumi has been found guilty. Monocurvy presents Yumi Sanuma in Going Digital. We saw Yumi standing, tied to a pole. It seems as if she was trying to accept her fate. Oh! A book came out of nowhere and hit her in the face. Oh, so it's gonna be like what the first canon game did, except of baseballs, it's books. A bit of blood started to drip from the place of the impact. More and more books were thrown in her direction. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is what I thought it was. Slowly, a pile of them appeared at her feet. Oh no! This is not where I thought it was going. Then we saw a robotic hand holding a large lighter. Okay, so she's actually gonna be burned to death, not pummeled to death by books. Damn! It lit a fire under Yumi, using the books as fuel. Flames grew with incredible speed. And very soon, they engulfed Yumi's entire body. After a few minutes, there was nothing left. Only ashes remained, lying in a big pile. Did she, like, not scream at all when she was being burned alive? Wait, it wasn't over. A conveyor belt started moving the ashes. They were transported into a compactor machine. Oh my god. A book. The ashes were compressed and formed into something. Oh no! It was a digital version of a language dictionary. Damn. And with that, Yumi was gone. Oops. What we felt wasn't the usual shock and horror that we felt when we first played the game. Instead, it was the crushing reminder of our powerlessness and the inevitability of the killing game. We were calmer, but we just felt just as bad as the first time. That was so horrible. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry. I don't have Kleenexes with me because I didn't expect myself to cry a bit. Yeah, man, that's screwed up beyond belief. Yumi. was fun. I thought a lot about the design for this thing, so you better appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Expert, how does this rank on your top 10 executions list? I don't even want to think about this. Hey, can I give my opinion instead? No, shut up. So, only you enjoy killing games when you don't have to participate. What a pathetic loser! Maybe I am, but I don't want to hear this from you. Well, I got my share of fun and despair, so I'm satisfied with this first chapter. Now I will leave and give you time to cry and lie on the floor. Have fun. Bye. He is gone. Fucking finally. Ouch. I'm sorry. I've been sitting for too long. Ouch. What do we do now? You could cry and scream if you want to, or you could just try to move on. There's nothing wrong with doing both. You can't truly move on until you let your emotions out. You're right, then I'm going to cry. I'm not going to feel ashamed of it. Of course. Me too. I'm gonna join you. Well, that's your choice. Kazuki, I know that you do feel something. Are you sure you want to hide it inside? What do you mean? It means that Shoma did just that, and look how he ended up. I am stronger than him. That just means that you will take longer to break. We'll see. The situation is so hopelessly crushing. What exactly do you mean? See, the entire time we were thinking that with a group of former killers, it was obvious that someone would try to commit murder. Well, that was likely. But we beat that temptation. We pulled through. Several days flew by and no one tried to commit murder against another participant. Yeah, now that you say it. But still, even despite that, 2 people still died, and that's the worst thing that could have happened. You see, now that we realize that even rejecting murder won't save us from losing more people, what's the chance that no one will try to murder for real? Yeah, when you put it that way, this is pretty horrible. We did what we could and someone still had to die. That is enough to break all our hope of getting through this without murder. In killing games, the first kill is always the hardest. You have to cross a big red line that separates normal people from murderers. But when someone crosses the line, the next kills come much more easily. And we are already way past that line. I want to stay hopeful, but it's insanely hard. Yeah. Oh, hey Rui. Yeah? Thank you for a job well done. You saved this trial and us. But you were the one who helped me. You also knew who the killer was, right? I had a suspicion, but I wouldn't been able to prove it as elegantly as you did. Years of watching trials on TV, I suppose. Sorry, my nose is a little runny. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I believed in you. Thank you for that. It helps me more than you think. Oh, and sorry for a moment that when I suspected you. Oh, it's fine. It was bound to happen. It's fine. I was kind of suspicious. And in the end, you were able to find the truth anyway. I guess. You know, about you, I was very scared. Oh, scared for me? Yeah, not just of the child, but earlier too. I was afraid that you would have turned out to be a Sayaka. A Sayaka? What's that? Well, it's a Danganronpa character archetype that originates from the very first season. It refers to a character that gets very close to the protagonist very early. Through the first chapter, they become close. But eventually, Sayaka dies before the end of the chapter. Sometimes they may also have a dark secret that is revealed. Later on, their death serves as a catalyst for the protagonist's character development. That's screwed up. You Danganronpa fans really categorize the participants this way? Yes, there's usually many archetypes, like the big guy who usually dies in the 4th chapter, the bomb, which is a person whose evil side get exposed at the trial. Oh. Oh, and the potato for the not so very serious character who survives for very long, which I do believe he's probably referencing the dumb character surviving. Such silly names. That's the least screwed up part about all this. Also, one more thing that bugs me. Yes? If you thought that I was the Sayaka, did you decide that you are the protagonist of the game? Oh, kinda. Yeah. Well, why on earth would you think that? You think you're that important? Well, I know that the show presented me as a protagonist of the 50th season, so I thought that maybe once again. Please don't tell this to anyone else, okay? They would think that you are an arrogant, self-centered douchebag. And they would have every reason to think so. Well, if you say so. You're right. I have no idea if I'm the protagonist. I don't even know if there is a protagonist. This is not a TV show, so there doesn't have to be one. Yeah. Okay, so you better think about this now. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. Bye. Alicia left, but there were still other people in the room. Alicia left. There were still some other people in the room, but I felt as if I was alone. I don't know if the others feel that way as well. But I know we all felt crushed and hopeless. Was an extremely depressing trial, but it can only get worse from that. Shoma and Yumi's story was tragic. I'm sure no one here wanted to blame them for what happened. We've had enough experiences to know the truth. The killing game is to blame for everything, this and the people behind it. Sooner or later, we're going to have to look out for the mastermind. Finding them is the only way to get out of here without murdering someone. We've got a long road ahead of us. Whoa. Are you feeling okay, Yumi? Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, so this is her house. But your condition. She was pregnant? It's just the second month of the pregnancy. You don't have to worry about me all the time. Sure, sure, you know. Sure, sure, you know what I'm like. I know. I love you just the way you are. Mommy, how long can until I can meet my little sister? Oh no, wait, this is the past, I think. This is when she was pregnant with her second child. She has two kids, right? A bit longer, honey. You gotta be patient. We don't want to hurry her. Aw. Okay, okay, it's time for... It's your bedtime. Say goodnight to mommy and let go. Let's go. Good night. Good night. They're gone. The happier we are, the more I know I don't deserve that life. I don't deserve their love and their time. Me, a murderer, being able to live a happy life? Absurd. But maybe, just maybe, if I could bring new life into this world, maybe I could make up for some of the lives I've taken. Maybe just a little. And it's this thought that allows me to stay sane. The kid is asleep. Were you saying something? No, nothing. Oh, no, I will not go to the group therapy meeting. I already told you. But you need it, Haru. Your mental state is getting worse. No, I'm doing fine. I don't remember how I did his voice. I don't have to be fixed by some stupid therapist. Haru, you don't understand. Everyone is worried about you, you know. No, it's you who doesn't understand. You don't know what I'm going through. Yes, I do understand. We're on the same boat, Haru. We both got through the killing game. We both killed someone. But you're taking it much better than the others. Maybe you just don't understand the gravity of the situation. Haru, don't you get it? I have the same nightmares that you do, the same panic attacks, everything. I just hide it behind my fake smile, you know? I pretend to be okay all the time because I don't want to be a burden. I feel that if I let my pain out, everyone would abandon me. Oh. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be left alone again. So I do all this pretending even if it's killing me inside. Dude. You don't have to say anything. I just wanted to let this out for once. Let's just move on to the part where I'm happy again. Like I always am. That was it. That's the end for chapter 1. And of course we lost 2 people. "14 remain." Okay. That was a lot longer than I expected it to be, but yeah. Ouch. Okay, I'll talk in a sec. I gotta fix my hair again. Well, I was actually suspecting that this trial would have a like a killer, not like an accidental killer. But that does explain why he died in like such a weird way. It was an accident. Anyway, so yeah. So far everything's fine for tomorrow. I'll be able to stream again, and we'll start with the second chapter. So, and then we'll get to see any more rooms or islands, I guess, be unlocked now that our trial has been through. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll see you guys again tomorrow. But again, there's a chance that Thursday I won't be able to stream again because of bad weather, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Goodbye.